So hello everybody, this is Sam Audio Video and you are watching Sam Tech Show. After a long time I'm back here. Feiyutech is a new name, a relatively new name here in Nepal, in gimbal market. It's dominated by Zhiyun and DJI and other kind of Chinese manufacturers. But Feiyutech has come along very nice. This is not some type of unboxing or some type of reviews. So it's just my viewpoint about this awesomely made gimbal. So I was skeptical, should I buy this or not? Because in Nepali market we generally photographers and videographers tend to go with the brands that are well known, but I personally am a huge fan of these newcomers. So I have been using lenses from third party manufacturers like Yongnuo, and Rokinon. I love them. I love these new budding camera manufacturers, camera equipment manufacturers, and this was one of it. So I thought, why not give it a try? I have a DJI Osmo and Osmo Plus, and I needed something that could handle my SLRs, DSLRs and mirrorless. So I opted for this Feiyutech and I have not been disappointed at all. So why I love this Feiyutech so more than DJI and Zhiyun is that it's just ergonomically built, a well built device. How much a well built device matters to photographers? A lot, because it doesn't make body pains, and it makes you hold them easily, steadily and nicely. One thing is ergonomics. The second thing is touch controls. It's so fast to touch and control everything from this panel over here. And I have been a fan of this touch device. It's just like Steve Jobs announcing touch in iPhone. Maybe it was implemented before only, but in mainstream gimbal market this guy has put in a lot of effort in that touch screen. It's a small touch screen and we can navigate easily, right? So there is ease of use. It saves a lot of time. And the third part is the payload capability. I recently purchased 85 1.2 Canon, and it is a heavy lens, and I use 5D Mark III. So 5D Mark III and 6D Mark II. So it handled it very well. It was so smooth, and there was no errors at all. So yeah, it handled it well. So the payload capability is very high, 4.6 kgs. That's a lot. And another thing is the accessories that arrives with it. The remote. It's fascinating. It moves when your hand moves, right? Yeah, it's available in mobile, but come on, having a separate device is always an advantage in shooting times. Another thing that I would like to talk about is the handles. They have been placed very well. It's like I have already said it in ergonomic side. It's very ergonomically built, right? And I've been fan of this. It has different modes. The next point that I would like to stress on is the modes. The modes are brilliant over here. It has like this, the inception mode, when you can turn cameras 360 and 360 degree. That is like, it's possible in other devices, but it has a separate preset which makes our lives more easier, right? And it has this TikTok mode, this vlog mode, and it's generally a very well built device. And the most important and the most wondrous part of this device is the detachable base plate. It has this magnificent detachable base plate side, which is very handy in situations where you just put gimbal on one side, and you detach it and you just shoot, right? And you don't need to balance it again and again. Yeah, and the minor things is like the lock. It has lock on axes, yeah, right? So you can easily lock everything, um, everything in one go, right? It's locked now. Another thing that I loved about this Feiyutech is, the parts can be, detached and just separated. It can be attached in one bag. You don't need it's that small briefcase. You can just detach everything in small packets and in small packages, and you can just put it in your camera bag. So I have become fan of Feiyutech, and I hope to see more improvement in their uh, gimbal lineup. I generally don't have any complaint about this. It's very well suited. I think this is on par with the top manufacturers of gimbals in the world. I would highly recommend this. It's not a paid review. Nobody pays here in Nepal, I guess, but I'm a huge fan of Feiyutech now. Thank you.